Singapore, a tiny island nation nestled at the crossroads of Asia, is so much more than just a dot on the map. It's a place where cultures collide, innovation thrives, and surprises await around every corner. Get ready to be amazed as we dive deep into the heart of Singapore, discovering surprising facts that will leave you utterly fascinated. From its futuristic skyline to its rich history, vibrant neighborhoods, and mouth-watering cuisine, Singapore is a treasure trove of awe-inspiring revelations. But before we dive headfirst into the treasure trove of surprising facts about Singapore, let's take a moment to get acquainted with this extraordinary country. A small archipelago nestled just 87 miles north of the equator, bathed in the tropical sun. It's none other than Singapore, a city-state that has captured the hearts of travelers from all around the globe. Situated just south of the Malay Peninsula, separated by the mesmerizing Straits of Johor, Singapore boasts an enviable location along the world's busiest shipping lanes. Singapore, officially known as the Republic of Singapore, is affectionately called the Lion City, or Singapura. It's not just one island. It's a collection of wonders, including the main island and around 64 smaller offshore islands, with Sentosa reigning as the largest of them all. Singapore is so well connected that it's practically a bridge to the world. Two magnificent bridges link Singapore to Malaysia and continental Asia. The Johor-Singapore Causeway seamlessly joins Singapore to the bustling Malaysian city of Johor Bahru, making it a crossroads of cultures and commerce. Speaking of borders, Singapore shares its maritime boundaries with neighboring Malaysia and Indonesia. And guess what? Despite being a small island, Singapore packs a punch when it comes to land area. Covering just 718 square kilometers, it may be the tiniest state in Southeast Asia, but it's larger than life in so many ways. Singapore is home to approximately 5.7 million people, and it's got a resident population of 4 million. With English as its official language of administration and education, alongside Singlish, Malay, Mandarin, and Tamil, it's a true linguistic kaleidoscope. What is Singapore famous for? Well, it's famous for being a global financial center, and yes, it's one of the most densely populated places on Earth. But that's not all. It's home to the mesmerizing Changi Airport, featuring a jaw-dropping indoor waterfall, and it boasts a botanic garden that's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With its hot and humid climate, sparkling cleanliness, and ever-expanding reclaimed land, it's a sight to behold. And when it comes to shopping, you won't be disappointed. From luxury brands in lavish malls to unique finds, Singapore is a shopper's haven. Just remember, though, no chewing gum. Singapore is often referred to as Instant Asia. Why, you ask? Well, because it offers a whirlwind tour of the diverse Asian cultures brought here by immigrants from all corners of the continent. It's like a microcosm of Asia, and you can experience it all in one place. Number 1. Fine City. Singapore, often hailed for its well-regulated society, is known for its no-nonsense approach to maintaining order. From the moment you step foot in this city, you'll notice that it's squeaky clean, and that's no accident. Littering, for example, is taken to a whole new level here. But did you know that it's not just littering that can land you in hot water? You see, Singapore has strict laws on just about everything. Chewing gum, jaywalking, smoking near covered walkways, and even not flushing a public restroom toilet can result in fines or even jail time. It's all part of the effort to keep this city pristine and orderly. First up, imagine this. You're about to board public transport with your beloved durian fruit in hand, only to be stopped by authorities. Why? Well, bringing durian inside public transport is a big no-no in Singapore. The strong smell of this fruit is a real issue for locals. Ever thought about borrowing someone's Wi-Fi without permission? Think again. Unauthorized Wi-Fi use is another offense that can land you in a sticky situation. Singaporeans take their digital privacy seriously. Speaking of sticky situations, Singapore doesn't just rely on traditional methods to enforce its rules. They've got some high-tech tricks up their sleeves too. Singapore doesn't just issue fines and warnings. They've got some creative ways to make sure you learn your lesson. Let's say you're a chronic litterer, and you get caught more than 3 times. Well, be prepared to wear a bib on Sundays that shamefully declares, "I am a litterer," as you clean the streets. It's not just about paying fines, it's about changing behavior. Number 2. Singapore consists of 63 islands. Did you know that Singapore, often referred to as the Lion City, isn't just a single island? Nope, it's made up of a whopping 63 tiny islands. That's right, 63. Most of them are uninhabitable. So let's break this down. Singapore's territory includes one main island, and then there are these 62 other little islets scattered around. Since Singapore gained its independence back in 1959, it has gone through some serious transformations. They've been creating new land out of oceans, rivers, and lakes, a process called land reclamation. And guess what? They've expanded their total size by an astonishing 23%. Can you imagine that? It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. Singapore's expansion didn't come without controversy. You see, they've been accused of buying so much sand from countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Cambodia that it led to a couple of protests and blockades on sand trades. Yep, you heard it right. Sand protests. Who would have thought that something as ordinary as sand could stir up so much drama? Let's talk about Singapore's independence, or should I say, the lack of a grand battle for it. In a rather amusing twist of history, Singapore didn't have to fight for its independence. Nope, instead, it was actually thrown out of Malaysia as a result of democratic voting. Can you believe it? They didn't pick up swords. They just checked some boxes on a ballot. Number 3. The largest fountain in the world. Listed proudly in the Guinness Book of Records, the Fountain of Wealth takes center stage in Singapore's bustling Suntec City. And when I say it's the largest fountain in the world, I mean it. Picture this. A whopping circumference of 66 meters, an expansive area of 1,683 square meters, and towering almost 14 meters high. Trust me, folks, this fountain is not messing around. The Fountain of Wealth is a sight to behold, featuring intricate and mesmerizing architectural details that capture the essence of Singapore's modernity. It's like a work of art in the heart of the city. When the sun sets, this fountain transforms into a dazzling spectacle. Picture this: laser performances that light up the night sky, creating a mesmerizing dance of colors and patterns. It's like a magical fairy tale coming to life right here in Singapore. The Fountain of Wealth has its moments of tranquility. During certain times of the day, it's turned off. But guess what happens then? Passers-by are invited to step into the fountain's base and collect the coins that have been thrown in by visitors for good luck. It's a tradition that brings people from all over the world to this very spot. This tradition reflects the rich cultural tapestry of Singapore, where superstition and modernity coexist in harmony. It's a beautiful reminder that amidst the fast-paced city life, there's always room for a touch of tradition and a sprinkle of luck. Number 4. Singapore Kindness Movement. Singapore, known for its stunning skyline, a global financial hub, and a melting pot of cultures. But did you know that behind this dazzling facade lies a profound commitment to kindness and moral values? In 1996, then Prime Minister Goh Chok Tong delivered a New Year's message that would change the course of Singaporean society. He stressed the need for Singapore to evolve into a gracious society. That's when the seeds of the Singapore Kindness Movement were sown. The movement, initiated by a charity, is a non-profit campaign aimed at instilling kindness, honesty, politeness, ethics, and good manners in both adults and children. It's about fostering a culture of respect and thoughtfulness in the very fabric of society. You might wonder, why focus so much on kindness? Well, it turns out respectful and thoughtful social behavior serves as the bedrock of a thriving and prosperous economy, not to mention good governance. It's like the secret sauce that makes everything work seamlessly. Think about it. In a society where people are kind, honest, and polite, trust is high, and business transactions are smoother. It creates an environment where innovation and progress can flourish, and Singapore has undoubtedly seen the benefits of this approach. In fact, Singapore has been consistently ranked as the least corrupt country in Asia. Now that's quite an achievement. It's a testament to how a society committed to kindness can lead to transparency, accountability, and overall well-being. So, the Singapore Kindness Movement isn't just a campaign. It's a way of life that has transformed Singapore into a beacon of integrity and compassion in the region. The movement uses various creative and engaging methods to spread its message, from educational programs in schools to public campaigns and even social media initiatives. It's all about making kindness a part of daily life. And you know what's even more incredible? It's not just the government pushing this movement forward. It's a collective effort, with individuals, businesses, and organizations all playing their part in nurturing a kinder, more considerate society. Number 5. Singapore time zones. You know, Singapore seems to have a bit of a love affair with time, and it's changed its time zone a whopping 6 times since 1905. Singapore can't seem to decide which time zone it wants to be in. It's like a perpetual game of musical chairs with the clocks. Since 1905, they've switched it 6 times. Can you believe it? Southeast Asian countries are kind of like Goldilocks when it comes to time zones. Not too early, not too late, just right. You see, having the right time zone is crucial for trade coordination, business dealings, stock market operations, and even smooth transport links. It's like the heartbeat of a nation's economy. So where does Singapore stand today in this time zone tango? As of now, they've found a sweet spot that works for them. Most Southeast Asian countries are pretty evenly split between 2 time zones. It's like having 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, making it a hub for seamless business transactions and communication. Now, you might be wondering if Singapore's clocks will ever catch a break. Well, here's the good news. It looks like they're hoping to leave those clocks alone for a while longer. Stability in time zones means stability in business, and that's something Singapore highly values. If you enjoyed this journey through this amazing country, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-boggling facts, and ring that notification bell so you never miss our next adventure. Until next time, keep exploring the world, one fascinating fact at a time.